Hello, welcome to the second ever LT podcast, Spilling the LT. We're coming to you with the winter edition. I'm going to introduce the guests today. I'm your host, Brett Walker, and to my right, I have Jennifer Stokwa.
Good morning.
Julian Daher.
Good morning.
Nina Carlucci.
Hey.
And coming back, rejoining the LT team as coordinator, we have Audra Abramites.
Hi, everybody.
Today on the podcast, we are going to look at biggest surprises of 2025, favorite app smashes, looking forward to 2026, and we'll end with our hot topics. Question number one, your view, what was your biggest surprise of 2025? Jen, what would you say?
You know what, Brett? I'd have to go with Google's Nano Banana tool. The image creation that Google has been able to come up with and innovate over the past year is phenomenal. It's second to none. Their ability to beautify slides and integration in vids, slides, and Notebook LM is exceptional, and I can really see this tool taking off come 2026.
Yeah, Nano Banana is fun. How do you get into Nano Banana?
Oh, it's a great question, Brett. From Gemini, we can look for the little banana that's actually shown there. It's an inside joke from Google, and it's stuck around. So if you see that banana, it is their image generation tool.
Awesome. And we can find that in other tools within Google?
We sure can. Across vids, slides, Notebook LM, it is the image generation engine that goes into making all these beautiful images.
Awesome. And I think they're 3.0 right now?
They are 3.0 indeed.
Thank you. Julian, what biggest surprise 2025?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I would have to say the biggest surprise for me was a delightful surprise. And I want to kind of speak to Canva insights and analytics a little bit. At the beginning of the school year, we were planning for the November 7th PD Day, and we were sitting together, me, you, Jen, Nina, Audra on the horizon, psychologically, we were like wavelengthing it, of course. And we actually looked at a video instruction to send out to the system. And, we like WeVideo and Google Vids and all that. But then we were like, okay, it would kind of be cool to see how many people view this video or view this slide deck set of instructions so that we can, gain some insights into it. And when I was sitting with Jen, actually, we looked at something in Canva after you create a slide deck or a video called the public view link that you can generate. So when you generate a public view link that is just from that share drop-down menu, top right of Canva, presentation or video, you can then share that carbon copy of the presentation or the video. And when you send it to the audience, number one, there's no sharing permissions that you have to worry about, right? Like view, blah, 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 right? And number two, I'm actually able to see, like Jen and I were literally, right, Jen? Like we were like totally looking at, okay, what slides are the most interesting, or how many seconds are spent on one slide versus another slide, right? Or how long did people stay on the video for, or, which is the most frequented slide and repeated or re-accessed. It was crazy to see these insights, which then gave us as a team the ability to drive new decisions forward, right? And understand how we can spend more time on something that is clearly speaking to the audience. So I think data and analytics is a huge surprise and a welcomed one for 2025.
Well, yeah, so you can send stuff out, let it fester, and then collect all the data and analytics and see what really took hold. For me, the biggest surprise was Notebook LM adding infographics. This just kind of snuck in under the radar. One day I'm in there and I see these buttons, slides and infographics. I'm like, I like a good infographic. Click it and boom, my mind is blown. It created the most beautiful, visually stunning infographic based from just the data and the information that I had put in there. So a nice walled garden. And it was just stunning.
Cool. Yeah.
And it's come so far too. Like I think about last year making images, and there'd be multiple images on top of each other. The length, the writing would be upside down.
Yeah.
This is seamless. It has all the data. It's written perfectly. Like it's
Yeah.
gone so far.
Yeah, it couldn't do text
No.
several months ago, and now it's doing fine small
Mhm.
text. There's still the little incongruity there.
Yeah, but that just goes to show, are you reviewing any AI
Yeah.
output, right? So it's really important
Yeah,
to remember that.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay, tons of surprises in 2025. Who knows what's in store for 2026? Well, your LT team does. But let's jump into something different. What about your favorite app smash? So app smashing is a popular term in the ed tech field where you take 2, 3 different programs and you blend them together to make something bigger, better, more engaging, more fun, more innovative. What is your favorite app smash? Nina, what would you say?
I love Gemini. So when I'm trying to create something in School AI or Canva, especially Canva code, and I want to be extremely, extremely specific, I write my prompt, I look over it again, and then I will actually put it into Gemini, and I'll get Gemini to look over it and make sure that it adds more detail for me. And then I will take that prompt that Gemini has created after reading it to make sure it's exactly what I want. And then I put that into School AI to create me a space or a sidekick. And then I would do the exact same thing for Canva code, or even Canva AI to make like a beautiful picture in Canva AI. And then then the output is so much better because it's just more specific. There's more details in it. So
And,
those are my favorite apps.
and AI knows how to talk to AI.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, awesome. Audra, what about you? Favorite app smash?
So I'm coming back into LT from being in the e-learning world for the last few years. So spending a lot of time in the VLE and D2L Brightspace. And one of my favorite app smashes is the fact that Wayground can sit right inside a VLE course, so a course in D2L Brightspace. There's 2 different ways that teachers can add things. They can just click on the add existing and it pulls directly from your Wayground library. It rosters your students from D2L, so it's even great if you've got students from other boards in your courses. And the other way that you can do it is if you're in, let's say, an assignment, or you want to create something more formal, you can click the insert quick link and add it as a third-party link that way as well. So there's 2 different kind of access points for teachers, and it just sits in there so nicely. And the rostering is my favorite part, I think, because it really streamlines the fact that we've got students from different boards taking these courses a lot of the time.
That's awesome. So they can do a Wayground right within their Brightspace.
Absolutely.
Platform.
Yeah, absolutely. And teachers can really lean on the really great tools that Wayground has. They've got this amazing, robust system. I love the accommodations that they have, and they can just build those right into the assessments that they're doing with their students.
It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Awesome. For me, I got 3 going on here. So starting with Brisk to create a slideshow that I can go and edit and tweak and make sure it's exactly what I want. From that, I can put into Google Slides and use Gemini's new Beautify Slides, which will
Such a good button.
generate beautiful visuals of my content without changing the content. And then from there, I can dump that into Wayground, create an interactive lesson that takes the slides, generates some AI questions that I can then tweak and modify, and then share. Oh, maybe I'm going to put it into D2L and share with my e-learning course.
Makes it a lot more interactive,
Quadruple
for
app
sure.
smash.
Quadruple. How many app smashes can we smash into one? Awesome. Okay, let's look forward. 2026. What is one thing in LT that you're looking forward to? John, I'm going to throw this at you.
Okay. You know what? Google, just the innovation we've seen over the last year is incredible. From integrating, generate a rubric button in Google Classroom. For anyone who has not checked this out yet, you can generate a rubric directly from your slides or your docs. It is phenomenal. It is seamless. You can click that rubric just like you can in D2L Brightspace. So Google continuing to add these suggestions that educators actually send in is so fantastic. The improvements we've seen with Notebook LM, slides, and even Google Vids. There are AI avatars that educators can play around with if they want to, generate lessons or how-to videos. So I'm really excited to see what Google continues to bring to the table and how they can support educators in the classroom.
Yeah, I love all the innovations Google is doing. We get like almost daily email updates with things that they're changing and improving. Awesome. Audra, what are you looking forward to 2026?
I guess just being back in LT, I really love seeing all the amazing things that our board is doing across the system, K to 12. Even, we've talked a lot about AI today, but we're seeing awesome things happening in robotics at the high school level. There's some really awesome robotics teams. Big shout out to Immaculata. We got to see those teams in action back in November. And it was just really great to see how this innovation that we've been doing as a board for years and years and years is really building, and we're seeing these kids doing amazing things. I know at St. Anne's they're doing some amazing things with 3D printing. So it's awesome. Like, I know we talk a lot about AI and there's some really great innovative things happening there, but it's really also great seeing all the really innovative ways that, maker spaces are happening and schools are doing really cool things where students are thinking critically and creatively and really using that deep learning framework to do awesome learning in our board. So I'm excited to be back and to get to see a lot of these examples K to 12 and to support teachers and the schools in implementing these things. So really, really pumped.
Yeah, that's been an exciting thing for me too, going into different schools that I've never been in before and seeing just the different stuff, like St. George and their innovation room, what's going on there. St. Rose of Lima's got lots of stuff going on. 3D printing is having a little resurgence too, I think. Julian, tell us about OCSB AI certifications.
No, I have to say before I kind of go into that, I agree. I feel like over the past 3.5 years, we've been so driven and moving forward with AI, which I know our department is very proud of, and work that we've contributed to across the system, and teachers and staff sharing ways that they've used it is hugely important, and I think speaks to how capacity is built and what's happening on the front lines. I am really delighted to see an uptick in 3D printing and coding and robotics as a bit of a change and integration to what it means to leverage digital. So I wanted to agree with that before I kind of went on to AI cert. We're really excited about the OCSB AI Certified Educator Program. So for some context, last year we had over 240 registrants that signed up for the OCSB AI Certified Educator Program. It was amazing. And it was a 5-part series. You came from 7 to 8 p.m. It was really great to build community, build capacity across the system, across the tools that we support. And each individual submitted a use case of how they might have incorporated one of those AI tools into their practice. So we've replicated that again this year, and it's I can't believe we've already done 3 sessions. We're heading into the tail end of the certification this year. But what I'm really looking forward to in 2026 is how can we now distinguish an OCSB AI certified educator versus what we're going to be rolling out as a OCSB AI certified innovator. So what is that difference between the educator program versus the innovator program? And I'm really excited to brainstorm with all of you how we can cook up something that really digs deeper than just point and click about the tool and how it works, and more so into what about the impact, and how can we actually measure the effectiveness of this use, or think maybe a bit more deeply about assessment and evaluation and the implications behind it. What can we empower staff that are really on a journey with AI to incorporate and share across the system, so it's information and learning and experience from teachers that are guiding it for teachers, right? I think the most important and smartest person in the room is the room, right? So I feel like this program would give everyone that space to really be a part of this AI journey for our board, rather than just simply looking at tools and how they work. So I'm excited to cook that up with all of you here and see what that brings in 2026.
Yeah. Would you say we're at a mission critical point?
That's my word, Brad. You stole my word. I think it is mission critical. And speaking to mission critical, I really think all of us here are proponents for voice from the system that are contributing to this dialogue and contributing to decisions being made, because we know that at the end of the day, educators and staff are on the front lines, the recipients, the end users of these tools, of these shifts, right? Of thinking the shift to Google Classroom. So being mission critical and involving everyone at play is hugely important. And I feel like we've really started on a really upward trend and great journey with that. So keep your eyes out because we're going to top you folks and we need your voice there.
All right, that means it's hot topic time. Nina, we are going over to you.
Okay, well, while we were sharing about, all the innovation that's happening and the 3D printing and all of that stuff, I was thinking about the 3 schools actually we threw out to the system who would like to do this, and St. George came back, St. Michael Fitzroy, and St. Mother Teresa, because they're doing wonderful thing with microbits. So Microbits national headquarters sent us an email and asked if there's anyone that would be interested in doing, taking some photos or some videos of how microbits are being used at the OCSB. So I asked a few teachers if they would be into it, and 3 of them said yes. So them and their students, they all spent a day just working with microbits and having pictures taken and videos taken, and then those were actually sent to the microbit headquarter in the UK, and they are using it for a national campaign and featuring all of our students. So it's amazing.
That is amazing.
What they were doing. So pretty proud of them.
Okay, if I want to jump on this microbit journey, how can I get on board?
Send any one of us an email, put it in the request form, the PD request form, and we will get back to you. We just were sent a bunch of newer microbits, and there's the gaming now with it, which is super fun. So if you want that, let us know. We're happy to come run our lunch and learn.
Love it. Love the microbits, coding, learning how to code, but also making it hands-on for the students. All right, and I'd like to promote Type C. Type C is our newest touch typing program, available K-12 in your staff portal. If you look for touch typing or Type C, you will get everything that you need to set it up with your classes tomorrow.
On that note, Brett, I do know that a lot of elementary teachers have been using this as a bell ringer. So they come in from recess and they've been going in, and it's just like 10 minutes. They go through it, and then it's like just as a calming activity, but they're doing it and they're practicing their typing skills. So
love it. Yeah.
Kudos to you for putting that out together.
Valuable skill. I use touch typing every day. All right, we're going to wrap up Spilling the LT, but we want to do a little promo for next podcast in spring, and we got something coming on the horizon.
We certainly do, Brett. So we're really excited. Typically in-house, and when I say in-house, I mean within the OCSB, we run something called the LT Summit, the Learning Technologies Summit, and we've rebranded that over the past few years to make it an AI Summit. We're really excited to incorporate and work with boards across the Eastern region to bring a spring conference to Ottawa during the month of May. #tulips, right? Who doesn't love tulips? And really, make this an event that is unforgettable, collaborative, leverages all these digital components, incorporates some student voice, of course, embraces where ed tech is going with artificial intelligence. So, more info to come on the specific dates, but we're cooking that up, and that's actually something that Audra and I are collaboratively working on together as we journey into this new year. So, we're stoked, right?
Awesome. Lots to look forward to in 2026 from LT. This is Spilling the LT, and we're signing off.
Bye.
Bye.